I've learnt how to keep my balls and everything packed up real good.
What?
You get real tight. You get those real tight boxers.
Oh,
packs it all up, and it's great for skinny jeans.
If you listen to like YouTube videos from like 6 years ago, I'm like, hi, how's it going? And now I'm like, motherfucker. Right, welcome back to the Threeskins Podcast.
That's not how we're introing that, is it?
Yeah, that's
that
the intro.
mundane conversation about.
But that's what a normal
how unhealthy
conversation.
our
We'll
lungs
just cut
are.
that all out.
How unhealthy our
No,
lungs
it's
are.
fine.
I
You can
don't
keep
know.
it in.
3 lungs.
Welcome back to the Threeskins Podcast, best podcast in the world. On the world. Greg.
On the world.
Matt,
It's also in
Lewis.
space because it has to be transmitted into space to reach other people.
Well, do you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when I said ages and ages ago I transmitted that thing to the aliens saying,
Oh yeah,
How
shit.
far out is that thing?
Yeah, that must be fucking
oh,
miles
I
out.
don't think I can check it anymore, but
It's that far out into space. It's undetectable. Fuck knows where that is.
Do you think we could get an astronaut to fucking watch this? Watch Threeskins.
what from space?
Yeah, I bet
That
some.
brilliant.
I think some Russian are like us.
That would be great for a first guest.
Do a Russian
Yeah.
voice.
Hello.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, no,
Just
Greg
say,
do
I
it.
am Russian.
That's not.
Russian.
Russian.
Where are you rushing, Greg? To the shops?
Oh, fuck you, you fucking racist. That's a racist comment right there.
That's racist.
Yeah,
I think
Russian.
your impression was actually more racist.
No, because mine was inaccurate, therefore not racist.
You know what? I'll give you that.
Okay, guys.
Let's restart that.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the fucking Threeskins Podcast, which is meant to be a comedy podcast, but it's not. It's just-
Yeah, none of us are funny.
Yeah, funnily enough,
Hey.
my name is Matt. And what's your names, boys?
My name is Gregoire.
My name is Goo or Lou
No.
Gregoire.
or Rat.
Gregory.
Gregoire is Gregory in French.
It's so much smoother than Gregory.
Oh,
Gregory
that's
has that.
suave, man.
Gregory has that like sort of.
Gregoire.
You know, it's just not nice.
Hello.
I always give
Gregoire.
my mum shit
Suck on
about
it.
my name. I'm always like, why you fucking name me Gregory? You fucking stupid bitch.
Yeah, but I think everybody has that.
He
about-
actually
well,
said
I
that
do.
to us.
not quite to that extent, but I think
Asshole.
everybody has that about their own name. Is there any cunt that's that to be like, I love my
Yeah,
name?
like Lewis. Lewis isn't a bad name,
I
but
don't
I
particularly
think it's
like
better
it.
when it's spelled double L-O. Lois.
Oh, what, like that?
Lois.
Was that actually a thing in the comments, or was that something that we made up
No,
because
it
of
was-
the
it was-
random
we found-
shit?
we
Like
found one, and then I was just like, that's the best way to
double
spell it.
LOWIS,
Lois.
like I'm Welsh or something.
Yeah.
Lois.
Matt's an okay name.
Fucking.
Can I just try?
Yeah, it's just common as muck, innit?
Because
Yeah, it's true.
I've been practicing something to do with Wales recently. Clanfair, Pwyl Gwyngyl, Gogeric, Windrub Will, Clantasilio Gogogo. I can't get it right.
Is that the station?
Yeah, so
Because the only
foul
reason I
train
got that,
station.
Clanfair. what-
yeah, the only reason I got that was the go at the end of it.
Clanfair, Pwyl Gwyngyl,
It's
Goch, goch,
yeah,
goch.
it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Windrub Will.
It's all right.
Clantasilio Gogogo. Yeah, I'm trying to do it properly, but anyway.
How fucking
we
long
have.
did it take
Yeah.
you to learn that?
Lanfair.
Well, I can't do it, so I'm still learning.
Was that not it? That sounded, well,
Well, it's Clanfair, Pwyl Gwyngyl, Gogeric, Windrub Will, Clantasilio Gogogo.
what dumb language.
But you've got
That's
to do it,
racist, man.
you've got to do it fast, and you've got to do it with the accent. So I know how to say it. I just can't. Do
I've
it
heard
right.
somebody say it properly all in
You know,
one.
it's
like,
weird,
It's
like,
nothing, and
I-
it's,
yeah.
and it's
in
like,
one breath.
Yeah, it's just like, huh?
The Welsh language is.
Did you just sneeze? What
It's
was
got
that?
so many L's and F's and W's and shit.
It's
hasn't
just
it?
unnecessary. Like, okay, like even
love
if it
the
is
Welsh.
that long, yeah, I do. I love the Welsh. I've been to Wales many times. It's a beautiful place. North Wales is beautiful.
Yeah, it's no doing this.
Even if you want it to be that long, all right, fair enough. I'll give you that. If you want a stupidly long word, fine. But just end it in the goch. Don't go goch. What's the fucking point in that?
No. The point of
Why
it.
do you have to
legit. The word only
Oh.
exists as a tourist attraction. It literally was invented
Yeah.
to be a tourist attraction.
Is that what it?
That's
right.
the only reason that. So
it-
you're right.
I
It
suppose
is
that's
unnecessary.
clever.
It's
Yeah.
also
Unnecessary.
it also is loads of words together
Yeah.
normally, and then just put together. It's
It's
like the devil who lives
yeah.
down by the well, and da 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 da.
They know it's like a great trap for English tourists. Like, oh, fucking hell, they've got
I
long
suppose.
words,
Do you know
isn't
what?
it?
That's a good shout.
You know how
But still, have you ever been to Wales and some of their place
I
names
just
are
dropped
mad?
something.
It's like
I get
18
it.
letters long, but consisting of 3 letters, and it's like, what the fuck? It's just loads of L's and G's and W's, and it's like, what the...
Dude,
and
that's,
why
not
is
even, that's only the longest name in the UK. In the world, there's just some crazy fucking shit.
Yeah,
I
Can
can
you pass me?
imagine.
There's a bottle of water down there. Can
Yes.
you pass it on over? Anyway,
Yeah, bro.
today's topic.
Ooh.
That's it. We've got a topic, an actual topic.
Yeah, we're not gonna just sit here and pandemic.
No.
Yes.
We're done
Yeah,
with that now.
We
you know
did
what?
all that.
Fuck the world.
We don't
We,
believe
we
Fuck
spoke
the
about
world
coronavirus
anymore.
before we got into lockdown. We spoke of it afterwards. We spoke after.
We had to cut so much out of that coronavirus one. Not the last one, but the one before the lockdown, because I said so much shit.
Yeah,
that
and then
could
we
not-
were like,
Yeah.
and then we were
Yeah.
like, if it happens, we're fucked.
This was before like it properly went into lockdown, and people were still sort of debating on the whole like, is this? Do you reckon it will happen? I don't know if it will get
At
over.
the time,
And then it was
at
like,
the time I was thinking it's a gift from God. But then, obviously that is such a bad thing to say now. So
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
it is
cut
a
that out.
horrible thing to say, but we did say it, but we didn't mean it. It was
I was
just
just
for
joking
jokes.
around, I was joking
yeah.
around.
Yeah, but it never saw the light of day because we were just
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, if something bad happens.
Well, because I always rail on old people
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
don't wish
that was the
all old
reason.
people dead.
Yeah.
A lot of them, I'm quite happy to admit that I do.
My argument isn't, with cool old people. It's just old people a bit unnecessary.
Talking about unnecessary people.
There's too many of us. Population problem.
There's a lot of people who die, but there are a lot of people who survive.
Yes.
And the people
nice
who survive,
segue.
the people who survive are what we're going to be talking about today. I've got 5, well, technically 11 people who have survived the Grim Reaper.
Oh,
And
we're gonna
so
talk-
this is like near-death experience.
So is this like that
Or is
film
this like-
with James Franco? Which
Yes.
one's James and which one's
Oh,
Dave?
127
James
hours.
Franco.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
he cuts his
like
arm
the
off.
mad, so like out in the wild. This is going to be stuff like that.
No, it's well, you'll see.
Oh, because I thought that would be
let's get into
perfect.
it.
Because
I'm
we're in
interested.
the middle of the woods right now. Like
I
out
like
in the middle of
survival
nowhere.
stories. Like, I always remember, like, back in the day, you used to have like those books where it's like unsolved mysteries, crazy things that humans have defied all their odds.
Oh mate, do you remember them TV shows that were like that? And it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the proper 90s, and it's like it's
They've,
like
they've re.
imagine what they thought.
They
when
were, yeah, but
come
they
out.
were
Like,
riding the X-Files wave. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
unsolved things.
but
Ooh,
I
what's
saw-
the real story
I saw
behind
this
it?
fucking like speaking about. I saw this meme quite recently about that, and it was like, and it had a picture of like the Easter Island heads and the pyramids, and it was like, and then like they took the piss out of them, sort of like unsolved like, and it was like if white people couldn't do it, then it must have been aliens, and it was like
Yeah, that was always a big thing about ancient aliens,
good.
wasn't it?
Yeah, anything that was like weird, they went, was it aliens?
No,
Like, no.
they can't have been
No.
smart enough to
I would
know
really
that.
like
Ah.
to see your face plastered and photoshopped onto an Easter Island head.
Yeah, you've got the similar dimensions. No offense.
That's mad. That's a mad
If someone
thing to
could,
say.
if someone could Photoshop that would be
He's
fucking
not.
delicious.
He's not.
No, do you know what? I've been called a lot of things, yeah, but that one hit deep.
Well, Easter Island face.
I've been compared to so many people. That's a new one.
Easter Island face.
Easter Island
No,
face.
it doesn't count as a comparison if it
I
doesn't
suppose
look
I get
anything
you.
like
It's
it.
like it quite because I'm
You
gaunt as
you've
fuck.
got
it's
sharp
quite- yeah,
features.
and it's the little eyes because they've got the
Like you're chiseled from stone, yeah.
oh, thank you. Ooh, great.
Well, funnily enough,
Stop
Lewis
it.
is our
Not marble,
Photoshopper,
just
so
stone.
oh god, that's not happening.
Greg, do you reckon you can make one?
Dude, my Photoshop's like fucking horrific.
Nah, they're great.
Yeah, do you remember some of our old thumbnails? That's some of
Oh, the best one was, my favourite one was a
JFK.
JFK.
I knew you were going to say that.
Fucking round mode.
Mate, I'm pretty sure like you're the only person that's ever done that.
Oh, fucking...
You
like,
photoshopped
like,
Raoul Moat
I
in a
100%
drain shooting JFK.
I understand that Raoul Moat killed people and that he also disfigured a police officer for the rest of his life. But Raoul Moat is the funniest looking motherfucker. He lived in sewers and he stole bread.
He looks
And his name is
mad,
great
doesn't he?
too.
He
It's
looks
just
like
hilarious. It's just
a
hilarious.
knuckle, just like like. Do you know what I mean?
Knuckle.
His
Yeah,
head
yeah.
just looks like a knuckle, bruv.
That's that's the opposite of a survivor story, the Raoul Moat story.
Yeah,
Here's one where
Oh,
someone
damn.
survived.
yes.
A man, I'm going to butcher his last name, but Harrison Okenne,
Okay,
a Nigerian man.
Hmm.
He was going to the toilet, wasn't he?
Oh, what, like out in the middle of...
No. It's going to the
Oh,
toilet.
just going to the toilet normally. Okay.
On a tugboat.
Oh, wow, okay, completely.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I know this one.
On a tugboat.
This one's mental.
So he's out at sea.
He's
See,
out-
yeah, immediately that makes that spooky because I hate being out.
I hate the sea.
Thought of that.
The sea is
yeah,
the most evil thing on the planet.
mate. There's
Legit.
parts of this. Isn't it like they know less about what's at the bottom of the ocean than
Yeah,
they do
man.
what's in space?
One of my favorite.
That scares the.
I don't know if you guys
fuck
have
out
ever
of
read
me.
like old poetry, but anything to do with like seamen, it's like, well, seamen.
Hey.
It's like they you can see how much they dreaded it. Like
Yeah.
sailors, literally, they're
Like, there's a
talking
lot
about
of
the sea.
mythological stuff, like
Yeah.
a lot of this,
They
this and that.
hated
But
it.
they must all be based from like real encounters that someone
man.
saw, and they drew
so
what they
deadly.
fucking
Can you
saw.
imagine,
do you know
like,
what I mean?
them
Like,
coming back and like, there's all these sea monsters and these beasts and everything, and
Yeah.
people still being like, that's fucking gone
Dude,
to
if you look at the figures of how many people died on voyages, so many people died. So many
mate, the
people
ocean-
washed overboard, dying.
the thought of just the
no.
ocean. I'm
Yeah,
not a
fuck-
fan at all.
Fuck the sea.
Yeah, it's an unknown world that I don't. And all the stuff about like the bends as well.
We got legs.
That scares the
We
hell
got
out
legs
of me.
and lungs. We ain't got gills and fins. And that's what I'm saying.
Well, this involves sinking and the bends. Are you putting your fingers in your ears? You're just itching your ear.
Nah, go on, shoot
okay,
it.
so he sinks down. He's stuck in his toilet in the tugboat. He sinks down 100 feet underwater.
What?
100
How did that happen? He got
underwater.
like sucked into it.
Nah, he's in the
What?
he's in
So-
the ship, and the ship sinks, and he goes. Like
Oh,
100
while
feet
he was
down.
in the bog.
Yeah.
Well, he's in a bog.
Oh.
Okay, can I just point out, yeah? A lot of, this is Threeskins telling the story.
Oh right.
If you read the real story, it might be a little bit more
Accurate.
accurate.
What a great.
But
this is the
sell
gist.
this.
There is a video of it. There's a video.
there's a video
It's
of it.
insane. So
This
yeah, watch
podcast
that.
does need to be called the gist
It's the gist.
because that's all it is. It's
He's
just
100
basically like like.
Okay, he's 100 feet underwater
Oh, that's so scary.
in a tugboat. He was
In the
trapped
toilet.
in the toilet. He was trapped in an air pocket for 3 days.
Oh
So-
my god.
In
Days, man.
complete darkness.
Oh, that's the most.
That is literally
scary
Complete
the
darkness.
and you're 100 feet underwater.
100 feet
and,
underwater.
mate, there's
Don't know
sharks down
don't know if
there.
there's any animals coming for you.
I was about to say I wondered if the Kursk's on here, but that's definitely not a survival story, is it?
The what?
Is it the Kursk? Was that the Russian ship that sank? Was it called the Kursk?
I can't remember that one, mate.
Yeah, that's mad shit. Have you not
Didn't
seen
know
all
that
that stuff
one,
about
no.
that?
Imagine
And the
being
woman
there
that
in the
gets
fog,
they
mate.
tranquilize a woman on live TV. Have you never? Oh, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Have you never seen
I'll
this
have to
stuff?
watch it.
Oh, bruv. That's
Kursk.
that's really good. I think it's I may be wrong. I'm pretty. It's something like that.
It's the gist.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
gist,
gist. It's something like the Kursk.
The cursed.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother kettle of fish, though. I'll save that.
So he's down there for 3 days, 100 feet underwater, black, pitch black. The only thing he can eat or drink is a can of cola. That's all he's got. That's the worst bit for me, not being able to eat for so long. He's stuck
But
in
he
this...
like had it in the dark, yeah, and he'd have been like floating around, and
Yeah.
every now and again he'd just be having a little sip, and he'd have to just like watch it and make sure it didn't fucking fall over or sink. And
He can't watch it. It's dark.
oh, exactly, yeah. So he's just got to sit and hold it like this in the dark. That's even what? That's horrible.
That's so bad. Anyway, so
It would have gone all stale.
yeah, the bubbles are gone. That's shit.
Be full of seawater as well. I imagine 90% of it was fucking seawater.
Salt.
So Greg,
Cola,
what
man.
happens to nitrogen when you have too much of it in your blood?
Mate, it like fucks you up, man. It turns into air bubbles in your blood.
And how does that happen?
Breathing in nitrogen.
It's to do with
Why
pre-
was
it's to
this
do with-
bloke breathing in nitrogen?
It's not just that, no. It's to do with pressure as well.
Okay. No, yeah, but I mean, like, what circumstance? Like, why was that bloke
Well,
breathing that?
the
why-
majority of air is nitrogen.
Okay, so why was that a
It's
problem?
So
like-
when you go underwater and you're stuck in an air pocket,
Oh, I see. So it's all recycled air, isn't it? Oh, right. I'm with you now. I'm
So-
with you now, Ted.
and so the divers come and found him, and this footage is all on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
you should watch
the
it,
crazy
man.
shit.
It's fucking mental.
And they get him out, but because he's so far down, the nitrogen in his blood,
Mm.
they have to put him in a thing about halfway up for 2 days before he can come out.
Mental.
So it's just like, we're going to save you, but we're going to put you in some other container underwater for another 2 days.
Yeah, but that like having to do that and then getting out is way better than staying down
Yeah,
there.
at least he'd have the relief of like he would have been so like.
No, dude, you see the guy's face, man. He's like, mate, that's mental. It's literally one of the most mental things I've ever seen in my life.
That's absolutely insane, and that's number 10.
No, I haven't got 10.
Oh, how many of you? 5.
I've got 5.
Well, that's number 5.
I think there's 11 people. One of them has 6 people who did it at once.
That's absolutely
That's crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy?
That is absolutely fucking insane,
That's
man.
mad.
You need to see the footage, Lewis.
How is there footage of it?
The diver.
Yeah, the
was recording.
diver has a camera on his face, probably a GoPro or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what they're doing, because happens if a ship sinks, they usually try and find it, and then they go down to get the bodies
Retrieve
back
the bodies.
Yeah.
to obviously give them a burial and all that. And then they were South African, weren't they? The South African team goes down, and literally, the guy's like going through the ship, and he just sees his hand come out underwater, and it's trying to grab him. And obviously the diver comes out, and comes into the toilet and sees this guy just standing there.
Like, what?
And it's fucking insane. Imagine that, mate. That is probably the scariest story. It's way scarier than anything else.
That's like being
Trapped underwater.
So Harrison,
that's horrible.
That is mental, and the fact that you survived that is the craziest thing ever.
That's fucking mad. He's the luckiest man in the world.
So, from
not so much.
from sea to also sea.
Oh no!
There's a geezer who survived a shark attack while surfboarding. Okay, so he's really far out. His name's Todd Endris.
Okay.
He's really far out.
Far out, man. Yeah. Fucking surfer.
So that went right over my head. Sorry, that took me a minute.
And then he's just surfing. Shark shoots out, bites his leg, peels the muscle and skin off the bone of his leg. He described it like a banana peel.
What?
Okay, so he's fucked. He's bleeding everywhere, yeah?
A banana peel.
He's bleeding everywhere. He's trying to get back to shore. Nah, the shark's coming back, boy. But because he's laid on his front and the shark bites over his torso, it doesn't chomp out of him. He just bites into the back and the surfboard. So he's like, has to open his mouth again and come back out. So his back's bleeding, his leg is like hanging off. And with his other leg, he's booting this shark, yeah? That's not even the craziest part of this story.
Oh, mate.
Apparently, this is what he said happened.
No.
A dozen dolphins came and made a barrier around him.
What? What? Nah, he was having some like out of body fucking.
Yeah.
I think so.
In his head, he was like,
Apart from the
while
first
this
one, which
shark's like ragging him around by his fucking ankle.
You can't trust a dude that's got fucking all that blood coming out.
Mate, he's
in
a
shock.
surfer as well. He must have just been like, yeah, there was like this
Far out.
barrier.
He's
There was this
already.
barrier of dolphins, man. I swear. He was just surrounded by a circle
So
of
he's
rocks,
surrounded by
like-
a barrier of dolphins, and what, they start fucking him or something? You know what dolphins are like, mate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
like
They
dolphins.
fuck
Dolphins
everything.
fuck people.
Yeah, they're
But-
fucking
Dolphins
evil.
fuck people. Is that Joe Rogan? Who was that? No, that's that. Chris D'Elia. He did a Netflix special, and he did like it was like one of the shittest Netflix specials ever. And he did a whole bit where he was like, dolphins fuck people.
They do
Dolphins
fuck
fuck people.
Oh
he
my
said it
God.
like 100
I
times.
mean, he's right though. He's basically
Yeah, they
just
do.
repeat what
Okay,
Drake says.
so the dolphins protect them from the shark, and then what
Yeah.
happens?
They made a barrier around him.
Okay.
A dozen dolphins.
So they all just sort of like what? They all just sit there like round him, like
I
What are they doing?
hope that they half come out of
yeah.
the thing.
What's
and
going on?
Build a wall around a dolphin wall.
I want
around
to
him.
see a diagram of this.
Yeah,
Does
did he
make
draw
no
it
sense?
out?
Me too.
afterwards? Someone must have
And
asked
then
him to
they
draw
helped
it.
him back to shore, and he made a full recovery.
They helped him back
Yeah,
to
but
shore.
does his leg come off? What's going on there?
How
He made
how
a full
exactly Did
recovery.
they help him?
Does that mean his leg's okay now?
He made a full recovery.
Yeah, but you can't make a full recovery from a banana peel leg.
Yeah, banana peel leg.
Wait a minute. He made a full recovery.
Nah, that doesn't make any sense. You can't make a full recovery.
The window's open. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I've got the window open because it's fucking so hot in there.
That's all right. I'll
There's
pop mine
a
open
lot
then.
of people walking past right now. Should we open it up for a minute and just have a little?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I got to put the engine on for that.
I
Well,
was
not
going
the
to say,
engine
just
on.
open it up a little, have a little breather for a second. Get
It's
some
so
air in
hot.
quickly.
It's
is
because of him.
fucking
He's
boiling.
literally a walking, living radiator.
Yeah, it probably is you know.
I'll
That
tell you
might be
what.
what it is.
You ever thought about a diet?
A diet.
That's funny. Why are you guys laughing?
I don't. It's 2020 now, Greg. I don't laugh at those kind
Sorry
of
if
things
this is
anymore.
weird, guys. There's people walking
Yeah, there's
past
people everywhere.
us.
We tried
quiet
to
a
find
minute
the quietest
Yeah.
place, but
I'm gonna do some research this week.
last
try
time
and
we
find some-
recorded like a Sainsbury's car park.
Oh, do you know what would be good? If we found some like dogging spot.
Oh mate, I know loads of dogs.
Me and Greg have always
Of
wanted
course
to go
you
dogger
do.
hunting.
Yeah,
I know where there's one in Southampton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you seen it? You
Not
participated.
not it actually happening, but
You participated.
I'd heard that they do it down there, and it was just a lot of bold men together in cars, and as soon as you walk past, they all go.
Oh,
and
they're
look
all
at-
there looking.
and you have to just sort.
Is it like when you shine a light into like a sheep field and you can see all the sheep eyes just
Yeah, that's
Reflecting.
exactly what it's.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's and also the reflections of bold men's heads. The ratio of blokes to women
Cyclopses.
was
yeah,
there
right.
was no. I didn't see any women. Just
Usually
a lot
with
of
like,
men.
I imagine with doggers, yeah, it's like they all try to gang up on like one woman for like 10 dudes, 10 bold dudes.
Probably, yeah. Oh, mate.
Just like, what's the- what are
all the
those-
holes are taken up.
what are those?
Put it between your
what's that
feet.
porno where it's like the
You
one
hear
woman,
that?
Yeah, there's sheep. There's
the
sheep
one
like
woman
Yeah,
in the on the sofa, and then there's like 20 dudes behind her.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dogging.
Nah, the best one is the one that is like a woman dresses up as ET, even paints her fanny and everything.
Oh my
It's
god,
fucking
she's
great.
in like some weird bin liner. It's
Anyway.
it's not even just.
Let's
like,
get back to
Google
the
it.
stories.
Google it.
if you like, because obviously we can't give you a link. It's a bit graphic.
Yeah. Well, it's not graphic. The porn's quite tame. It's just the wild roller coaster that it takes you on of this ET being a butler in a mansion. It's baffling.
I told him about it, and he went home and watched every bit.
Yeah, that's
Every bit, bruv. There's like 4 episodes. That's what intrigued me. If it was just one video, I'd have watched it and be like, oh, this is
I
weird.
didn't even know it was
But
4
there's, like-
Yeah,
episodes,
4
It's-
episodes,
it's
and they're
like
like
a-
an hour long.
No, they're not an hour long. I wouldn't have watched 4 hours of it. So, you couldn't make that much content with it. It's not that. It's quite niche. Do you know what I mean?
Is the finger long though? Can't remember.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
every
I
episode
think
they're in a
so.
different room, fucking in some different way. But it's E.T., like some bin bag lady
Filmed
with
in
like
the 80s.
spoons on
Yeah,
her fingers
but-
and some shit, wrapped in duct tape. I don't know. And then she's just like a maid, and they're like, "Oh, come in, E.T." And then like they just start, "Oh, fuck it." It's bizarre, and I don't know why they made like episodes of it.
Oh,
It must
so
have
strange.
sold well.
Must have been on
mate.
like video.
Must have sold really well.
No, I think it was one video that just got cut up into bits.
But that's the thing. That's
Might
what it
have
used to
been
be
that.
like. Is that they would make these videos, and then there'd be like sex stores where they rent them out. That's the way that porn used to be,
Yeah, but
man.
who's renting that? Who's seen that rent? Who's seeing like big busty bitches, yeah? And then going, wait a minute. ET porn.
No, right?
I think
There's
most
a
of
lot
it's
of weird-
curiosity.
There's a lot of weird freaks out there, right? Into a lot of weird different. You can name almost sort of any object or type of, and someone's got a thing for it. Like
Yeah, but the
even if
difference
it's,
is in the
Yeah.
80s when they're renting something, they got to go up to the front desk.
exactly, but not even if you're a pervert, right? You can't just go online in the 80s and just find whatever you want.
Yeah.
He would have had to have gone down the video shop and been just like, what weird shit have they got? E.T., wow. I do like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think
Ah.
regulars get to know the people who
Yeah,
work
if for
there.
someone who's just a
And they-
pervert and not
yeah,
embarrassed
after,
of
after
that.
a while, they're just like, "Oh, see, you getting the ET, man? Yeah, I watched episode 4 last night. It's great." That's probably what it's like, man. Like,
Kind
who
of wish
knows?
I'd watched it in context.
Like,
It's
if
gone
anyone-
from the
if
start, but it was still good.
If anyone lived back then, if there's any old dudes watching this
Yeah.
who know what it used to be like,
If
give
there's
us a-
anyone that had to go
help
into
us
like
out.
a porn rental, like them like proper sex shops and that, to get it from the videos.
I wonder
via-
if there's a
and
porn.
Dog
VHS.
will chime in.
I wonder if there's
Oh.
there's one where
Please, I wanna
someone's
know.
dressed up as a dolphin.
Probably.
He's getting fucked. Or fucking.
They're probably no. I think there's actually a video of a dolphin fucking someone.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I ain't seen it.
Dolphin fuck people.
That is weird that
So-
that exists, but whatever.
Greg,
Yes.
had his probably first ever experience of sunburn
Oh.
this week, haven't you, Greg?
Yeah. We were out for Harry from the WMC's birthday, and I was wearing short shorts like right up to here because short shorts are in.
Great look for you for a start.
I fucking mate, I looked fucking.
The first thing I
delicious.
thought was like, you got 3 balls, man. There's one extra chance
You
of a
got to
ball
remember,
hanging out.
because I came from that sort of noughties emo scene. I've learned
Where's
learned
this
balls
guy?
and everything packed up real good.
What?
you get real tight. You get those real tight boxers.
Oh,
packs it all up, and
right.
it's great for skinny jeans.
Oh,
So
sorry, yeah.
So I was ready for the short shorts fad. You know what
I
I mean?
had no idea what you were going
Oh,
to
yeah.
You'd be alright, like, being a transvestite then.
Yeah, easy, mate. Like, I was
I
like,
can't
all them
tuck.
when I'm watching those
I can't
drag
tuck it.
queens.
Reckon you could rock a pair of like jeggings?
Yeah, it's fucking easy, mate.
See, I used to rock skinny jeans when I like skateboarded when I was a kid, but like
The best thing about
I don't
skinny
even
jeans
like wearing-
nowadays is they're made of like this stretchy material, so it's so much easier to
okay.
wear, and
It's
you
all
don't
about
get
joggers and
chafed or
shorts,
anything.
I don't even like wearing normal
My friends.
jeans now.
Oh,
I will
really?
wear joggers at all times.
I hate joggers, mate. I can't stand them.
Really, I can't stand jeans. It's so uncomfortable.
Oh no, it feels so good. It like conforms to you. It becomes part of your skin.
Well, that's us in a nutshell, isn't it? Because I like being loose and carefree, and you're a Nazi.
I'm not. I don't know.
Greg, what is sunburn like for you?
It's
Because
shit.
you've never really had it before.
It's pretty wank. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 of enjoyment, like I'll give it about 2.
See, I've never really had bad sunburn because I've been
You've
sunburned.
got like that
some-
olivey.
Yeah, I tan, but I have
Yeah.
had points where like you go a little bit red, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit. But I've never like when
Well,
people
yeah,
get like
I
really
actually
bad.
look a little
I've never had
bit
that.
tan for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
But the thing is that one thing I found is the first night was the worst. The first night afterwards, like I got home because as soon as I came
you
out
lay
of
on
the
your
sun,
back?
it started burning. Huh?
Did you lay on your back all night?
Yeah, and I had what they called the fucking aircon.
Where
fan
was it? Like
things.
just on your legs? Was that the worst? Or
Yeah,
was it
and what I did is
everywhere?
I laid my cooler down on the floor and I pointed it directly at my legs and it was just blowing and I couldn't sleep. I could sleep, but I kept waking up because I'd lean over, rub it against my floor and
rub it against your floor.
I sleep on the floor, don't I?
Yeah, don't you know this?
You have a bed.
Yeah, but
And you're sleeping
Yeah,
on-
no,
No,
but I
no.
chuck my bed over on my wall.
Wait,
because it
this
gets in the way.
this is a whole new.
Nah, I
different-
sleep on the floor.
You
It's
sleep
great.
on the floor.
Not every
bro.
night, but a lot of nights I'd sleep on the floor.
No, you go in his room, yeah, his mattress is up against the wall, out of the
Yeah.
way, and he just sleeps on the floor.
Yeah, no, it's not
Like
just
a
on the
crack
floor.
den.
No, not just on the floor. Now, I sleep
Alright, you
on my
make a little-
I sleep on my yoga mat.
Bro, it
Yeah, it's like a
sounds
little
like a
dog bed.
trap house.
What's wrong with
Like,
that?
I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
This is how people in most of
No,
the
I
world
get, like,
Can you
sleep.
just check
Yeah.
that's still recording? It should have the number going.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get people that are like I know people like you sleep on a
You
mattress
can-
on the
you
floor
guys
if you don't have a bed, or you
judgmental as
sleep
you want,
if you don't
motherfuckers.
have a bed. But like to have a bed but sleep on the floor, I just find
It's
weird.
comfy. I like it, and I find.
Do you put anything down or like?
Yeah,
It's
so
a
yeah,
yoga
you know,
mat.
you have a yoga mat, and sometimes you'll put like the duvet, like fold it up and lay
Duvet.
it down. Lay
I
it
suppose
down
you'd be
on the yoga
fucking
mat.
sweet camping.
It's so good. It's like a.
You'd be all set. You know,
I was
it's-
inspired by all the the Japanese people. They sleep like that.
You were
And they
inspired
love
by
that stuff.
Tom Hanks in Castaway when he comes back and he's like, you know, where he's like, he films he's in this
No,
like
legit
luxury
though.
hotel, but he's asleep on the floor.
No,
'cause
but
it's all-
what I find with mattresses, I always get bad neck and shit when I sleep on the mattress. And then as soon as I sleep on the hard floor, my body wakes up and I'm feeling rock solid. I
a
feel
lot of
good.
the time it's the pillow, you
Yeah,
know.
you've got
I've
bad
found
pillows.
Yeah,
I've
it might
found
be
I've,
that.
I've had to start like replacing my pillows like every like year or two
Yeah.
maybe. Some it's just like you
No,
buy
but-
one and it'll be really and you lay it and you're like, oh, this is great. And then in a few months you're led on it and your neck is just fucked.
Yeah, but
You're
I've
like,
got
why
a good,
is this
I've got
not-
a good theory. Like if you look at this, you look at old people, especially in the West. They're all sleeping on these luxurious mattresses. Oh, I've got my new duvet. I look at my new pillow. Oh, it's so comfy. My neck feels so good. Yeah. How come when you get old, you're a crippled ass little bitch, you're getting hunchbacks and shit, and then you go to Japan? All these old people cycling, they're doing dancing, they're doing kung fu and shit. And I tell you
You're
what,
right, you know.
He's not wrong.
I've
You're
got a
right,
point.
you know.
I think it's the fact that they sleep on the floor and that their body doesn't get all soft and brittle. It's rock solid. I'm built for this, yeah.
At one point, he wants all the old people to just degenerate and die, and then the next point, he wants to turn them into fucking kung fu warriors.
No, but the problem with old people is that they're all degenerated. But in Japan, mate, they're all honourable. They go to Fukushima and they do, die of radiation poisoning.
Just Japan,
for helping people.
Look at when they go and do them documentaries in them villages where it's untouched by other, and they're there's some little old woman working, and oh fucking hell, look at her, she's old, and she's like, yeah, I don't even know how old I am, and they work it out, she's 108 or some shit. She's there working, you're like, what the fuck?
Just sleeps on the floor.
Probably it.
There we go. You guys are gonna be all hunchback, crippled.
Have you seen them?
I am hunchback.
There we go.
I think they're African, originally. Correct me if I'm wrong. But them where you lay on the floor and they're sort of headrests and they go just under. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I've seen
they
those.
look like little. It's weird. It looks like a little tripod.
Yeah.
And it's only it's that high or whatever, and you just lay on the floor and you put your neck on it, and it's supposed to be some revolutionary Okay.
We just realised that this is going to be a shorter podcast than usual.
We're out in the middle of nowhere and the laptop was fully charged, and now all of a sudden it wants to die on us, and we can't risk losing this. So we are going to meet up again somewhere very soon, probably in the next few days, and record the rest of this. We were halfway through your list, weren't we?
Yes. So the list is going to carry on next week.
Ooh.
So stick around for that. Trust me, the list is good. Anyway, I did do something this week, which is kind of funny. I told you about it and you thought it was funny.
Okay.
Homeless dude taught me how to steal nail clippers, didn't
Oh,
he?
yeah. No, do you know what was funny about that, though, right? If you'd have, told me a story or whatever and it got to that point, I'd been like, yeah. But it was just the way you said that to me. You messaged me and were just like, yeah, some weird thing happened. You were like, homeless guy taught me how to use nail clippers.
Yeah, but
I was like, what the fuck? It was just completely out of the,
there was no
context
nail clippers
to it.
and exactly some master craft. You get the nail clipper and you put it in your pocket and you're done.
Well,
yeah,
he was drunk and he was just...
steal.
He picked it off the thing. He said, watch this. Put it in his pocket. I was like, oh,
wow.
Right.
How many of them did he jack?
Mate, probably about 5 or 6.
Where were you?
In the pharmacy. It's
Mate,
the tiniest pharmacy in the world.
He must go back to the
more
homeless
people-
shelter and he's just like, oh, he needs nail clippers.
Well, no, I spoke to him before.
Sell you for a cigarette.
I spoke to him
clippers
before and he said
cigarette.
that he was going to prison in a week. And I stupidly said,
What for?
what for?
Of course you did.
Yeah. See, and that's you know that. You're
No,
not
yeah,
supposed
you
to say
would.
that, are you?
Yeah, but you just
It's just immediate first thing.
Yeah, no, I feel ya.
And he
I
said,
knew that's what you were going to say, because that's
he
all you
said-
can follow that up with, isn't it?
he said, you wouldn't want to know, mate.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We could probably guess what.
Unless he's not and he's just out thieving, and that's just something he says.
No, I
Who
don't
knows?
know. I
He
don't
might
know.
have been. I don't
Try-
want to find out.
He
I
tried
don't
to
wanna
sell
meet
me a
him.
wireless charger as well, but I was just like,
I've got loads of wireless chargers. Why
Why are you asking me? I'm like poorer than you. Nah,
poorer than a homeless
I do.
person, yeah, sure.
I do attract, for some reason, don't know why. I seem to attract
Do you not?
people
Homeless
downfallen,
Down
and out.
downtrodden
men
of society.
for money, cigarettes, fucking.
Oh, bro.
I attract drug
Everything.
dealers. They
Yeah.
take one look at me and they're like, "Oh, mate, you need some weed." I'm like, "No."
See, I don't attract no one. No one wants to fucking talk to me, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Go message.
That's why I hate
Go talk to Lewis and his
Walking
I
Instagram.
think
the
Easter.
dogs.
I think Easter Islanders will come up and talk to you.
dog walkers. That's jokes. That's amazing. Mate, if we were ever at a point,
Stop praying to you.
if we were ever at the point where we had the money, right, and we could go, can you go to them?
Well, to
Yeah.
Easter Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fucking pay for it. For a
Yeah, that's
boat
what I
or-
mean. If we ever had the money,
Can
do
you
know
get
what I
a
mean?
plane there? You got
Go
an
out
airport
there.
there. What do you think?
And I'll stand in the middle of them like some fucking god.
Well, you know how they exist, don't you? They dug down underneath.
Did white
the
people
head.
make them? Because if they didn't, then they're
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
then
definitely
they're
aliens.
aliens.
100% made of aliens.
Underneath their neck, all the way down, it goes all like there's a whole body there.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, look at those children.
What's even lower than that? That's the thing. There could be God knows what's under there.
It could be stood on another one.
No, there could be like some under. Nah, they'd know if there was anything fucking.
Oh, well, they were made by aliens, so you never know. They could have go all the way down.
crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be another Easter Island man under that, but like completely unaware.
Why?
Tooting
Why would they
Pong.
do that?
Totem pole.
No.
Totem pole.
Why
No.
would they do that?
Like
Why would
whatever.
aliens even bother? That's one thing I don't get about ancient aliens. It's always like
That's
the
what I don't
aliens
get
built
about
this,
aliens.
they built this, and I'm just like shit like the Nazca lines, and I'm just like they built it so they could see it from their UFOs. Like it looks like shit. Why would they fucking do that?
Yeah, they can fly hundreds of millions of light years.
Yeah,
fucking
it doesn't
so
look like
dumb.
an alien did this with some like insane
The
technology.
aliens
It
built the
looked
pyramids.
Like,
It's
it
like
looks
they
like
can-
a load of people did
they
it with
can
things
build-
tied to their feet, like walking around and shit.
If we found a fucking random skyscraper, like built in like the
Underground,
Paleolithic era, I'd be like, fucking okay, that's aliens.
Yeah.
A bunch of rocks on top of each other. Oh, the aliens must have built it. What? What? Oh yeah, it was at really good angles, isn't it? It must be an alien.
I love the pyramids as well. There's some people, the pyramids are alien, and it's like, yeah, because they go all the way out to this place made entirely of sand and build a fucking big triangle made of sand. Like,
Why would they do that?
Whoa!
Makes no
They would
sense.
make something way cooler than that.
I
Oh, bruv, they'd make some
Dude,
mad thing that you
imagine
couldn't
this,
even
like-
look at without
Dude,
imploding.
like,
or some
500
shit.
years in the future, we're flying around in our own spaceships. We find this planet, and the people are primitive, and we go down and we go, all right, boys, time to build up some sand blocks, and then we're off. And of course, what the fuck? It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
do
you've
you know-
seen the pyramids.
Do you know what's
Are they that
dumber than
impressive?
all of that? That there's like 10 seasons of Ancient Aliens.
Christ.
Right,
Maybe
let
we
me
should...
Google it quickly. I want to get that right because it is fucking.
I love the
bizarre.
aliens guy. He's
Who'd
got
like
such
to
good
maybe
hair.
see us do a thing where we watch stuff and fucking...
I'd love to sit and watch Ancient Aliens.
Maybe we could start integrating that into the podcast. Maybe we watch stuff live. Like, do you remember when we watched that video of that them fish fucking... As long as we play it.
15 seasons.
Fuck.
We could watch some clips of like the best of Ancient Aliens or some shit and
It's
talk
so
about it.
it's mental.
That'd be
Who would
good.
want to see that? I think that'd be quite
There's
cool.
some weird shit in the past, but when people talking about pyramids, the fucking
You're quite right. Like, if aliens were real, would they make some fucking like... Yeah, some odd-looking man that doesn't even really look out of just some rock.
You'd build a skyscraper, or you'd build like some power plant that uses fusion or some shit. Why are you building rocks?
You'd build something that floated.
Yeah, you do some cool shit. You wouldn't be like it just makes no sense, does it?
No.
It makes no sense.
No,
There's
but there
zero
will
sense.
be a reasoning for it. And it will be something like they were teaching humans how to do it.
Yeah, it's
Stonehenge is another one. It's like that whole they don't know.
Yeah, but if
They don't know why they did it, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, could it be alien? No,
if you're advanced
it's a
enough
bunch
to,
of
to fucking make a spaceship, you can probably go up to a human and upload like every information ever needed to do anything.
Dude, Stone.
You can make monsters like size.
If aliens
Yeah,
were
it makes no
real,
sense.
their
It's so dumb.
technology would be in fucking. You wouldn't be able to even comprehend it, would you?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Stonehenge
It's so dumb.
is all right, yeah. So apparently, what they did this ancient way of moving things with huge logs. Have you seen that, Greg?
Yeah, man. There's a
And they
guy
did
that just does it in his back garden. Yeah.
And you know, like a lot of people were like confused why they would do it. What? No one did fucking anything back then. What
Yeah.
did you do on your off time? Oh, scroll Facebook. No, it's fucking. Let's move the stone. And
Yeah.
then-
have you ever been somewhere with a bunch of mates? And
What a bunch of dummies, eh?
yeah, but have you ever been
Innit?
somewhere with a bunch of mates and none of you have your phones or it's all run out of battery? You just do random
Yeah,
dumb shit. You're just
man.
like, what
Let's
are we gonna do
start
tonight?
throwing these sticks into
I've
like
had
the
it
water. For
once.
no
Me and my
reason.
friends,
Let's throw rocks at
we had
animals.
nothing to do, yeah, and we weren't really scrolling Facebook or anything. And my friend was just like, "Oh, I've got an axe in my car. Should we just go chop a tree down?" And we just went and chopped a tree down for no reason. That's just what happens. That's just what happens.
Is that why, like, when you're out walking in the woods in the middle of nowhere, there's just some like tree, like even like a little
Yeah,
thin tree?
it's just some
Not
dudes
ga-
are just
is that
like,
some people have
chop
just got
the tree,
axes and
chop
just
the
like,
tree. Everyone's just everyone's gathered around and going,
rock.
dude. Oh, I'd love to go back in time and just see people doing the most random dumb shit, just because this is nothing
I
else
bet they
to do.
worship the fucking rocks because I bet they were just baffled that they couldn't burn them.
Think about it like this: how long does
I
it
bet
take?
that impressed them. They were like, "Ooh!" They tried to set it on
'Cause
fire.
back
and it
then,
didn't.
all you have to do is feed yourself, yeah. So what
Yeah,
do you have
that's
to? So, for example, if you're a farmer, you just have to water your plants or something. That's it.
Well, I don't even think in
For a whole
the
season,
time
that's it.
Stonehenge was made was a
I think they had.
farmer
I think.
even a-
I think they had agriculture. But even
Really?
then, if you're a hunter,
enough.
what do you have to do? You kill a deer. That's your day done. That's your day's work. One deer.
Think how much
Dead.
wildlife there would have been back then as well.
Yeah, exactly. So back then you could go to a river and just go and you get a fish because there's so much fish. Do you know, like before?
Many fish.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Before they went, before they over-farmed lobsters, literally, people would go to the American shores and it would just be full of lobsters. You could literally go down there and get like 5 meals worth in just a second. Just picking them up.
So fucking good.
Right, lads, we got the food. Let's move the stones. Build the stones.
Move the stones. Move the stones.
So,
I'm just saying, like, Ancient Aliens is a cool idea.
Yes,
It's
I love
such a
the
cool
idea.
idea. But it's a bit dumb, isn't it?
Oh, it's a cool idea to
It's
sit
a bit
and
dumb.
laugh at. Like, I love the idea of just, like, I love
I bet
watching all that
100%
shit.
there's going to be a commentator going, well, no, wait, explain this one. Why is the pyramid like 15 degrees in this direction next to this star?
Jet fuel doesn't melt still.
I can't imagine. I cannot
Aliens,
imagine
man.
what conspiracies are going to come from.
Dude,
from
conspiracies
the
are getting
future
so
people.
mental now.
Future people.
It's yeah. Dude, the conspiracy theories are getting worse, like more insane. Every single day I look at
Go on then, give us one.
Okay, well, first off, lizard people, but that's been around for a while.
Well, see, I don't know. The thing about conspiracy
wild.
theories is
Just
that
flat Earth.
is it
flat
they've-
Earth is fucking mental.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still old.
No, but like the modern view of flat Earth is quite recent. Man, we've diverted so much.
even all the stuff on like like Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and all
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and all the, and like all the. Have you seen all like the
yeah,
Pizzagate,
Pizzagate
stuff and all that stuff's mad.
That's literally based on a dude that posts on 8chan who just goes
crazy.
He comes out with the most crazy stuff, and so much of it's unconfirmed, but people think he's like some because he obviously says he's like, yeah, I've got inside knowledge of the what they call it, the deep state. That's that what they call it?
I don't
Because
know.
a deep state might exist, but this dude is obviously
There's some
not.
crazy stuff.
What's a
getting
deep
it.
state?
Deep state's like because you got the state, which is obviously the government. So like Donald Trump and all that, and then the deep state is the people who really run everything, like the Illuminati.
Oh,
It's basically the
okay.
Illuminati of the modern day.
Okay.
This media product has been shut down for the perpetuation of the conspiracy theory of the deep state. The offending party known as the Threeskins have now been taken into custody by MI6 and will be extradited to a military black site in Antarctica, which is totally not an ice wall surrounding the flat earth, and will be given a totally fair trial by Judge Hillary Clinton, after which they will serve 30 years hard labor in one of our rehabilitation programs and will definitely not be subjected to tests using alien technology. Consider this your final warning, viewer, or you will meet a similar fate.